everyone, welcome to eKnowledge Hub. I'm Manjusha and in this video we are going to discuss tense. What is tense? Tense is taken from a Latin word tempus which means time. So basically tense tell us about the time when the action is taking place. We know verb generally expresses action. The action can be taken place in three ways. That means there are three ways of expressing the action through verb. They are verbs of being, verbs of doing and verbs of having, which we learnt in verbs chapter. The action can be expressed in three different types. That means the three different types of verbs can express three different types of actions at three different times. Look at these examples. She is present today. She was absent yesterday. She will be coming home tomorrow. These are verbs of being at three different times. I sing a song. I sang a song. I shall sing a song. These are verbs of doing at three different times. You have a class today. You had a class yesterday. You will have a class tomorrow. Verbs of having at three different times. So with this we can say there are three types of tenses. 1. Present tense talks about the actions which takes place at present. 2. Past tense talks about the actions which already completed in the past. 3. Future tense talks about the actions which will take place in the future. These three types of tenses can be written in four forms. Yes, we have four different forms of tenses. 1. Simple form, which is also called indefinite form, talks about the actions which take place either in present or past or in future but not sure when the action happens. So it is also called indefinite tense. 2. Continuous tense talks about the actions which are going on, progress. Hence it is also called progressive tense. 3. Perfect tense talks about the completion of an action. 4. Perfect continuous talks about the completed action or completing or maybe it will complete in the future but for a long period of time it is in progress. So these are the four forms of tenses. So let's see the first tense, that is present tense. So what is this present tense? To understand this, first look at these examples. I write a story. I am writing a story. I have written a story. I have been writing a story. The verbs in all the sentences refer to the present time. Hence, they are said to be present tense. So we know there are four forms for each tense. That means present indefinite or simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. So in this video we are going to discuss present tense in detail. So let's begin with the first one, simple present. So as we know, indefinite, we are not sure exact time of the action but we are sure when it happened, either present or past or future. For example, the sun rises in the east. When? Not sure. When? Present we know, but when exactly? Not sure. So that is what simple present talks about. It talks about the action but not at exact time. So let's see the formulae for this present tense in positive sense, negative sense and interrogative sense. Look at this. Subject plus V1 plus object, positive or affirmative form. Subject plus do or does plus not plus V1 plus object, negative form. Do or does plus subject plus V1 plus object for interrogative form. Look at these examples. She types the letter quickly. She, subject, types, V1 for third person singular. The letter, object, quickly. Now what is the negative? She doesn't type the letter quickly. Does plus V1. Doesn't type, not types. Interrogative. Does she type the letter quickly? Right, now let us see the uses of simple present tense. Simple present tense is a very large tense because it has 16 usages and it is most often used form of the tense. Now let's see the uses of simple present. First uses. We use simple present for regular actions or daily activities like I wake up at 5:30 a.m. daily. I go to bed at 6 o'clock daily. Right? So try to give some more examples. Second one, for habitual actions. May not be daily, but it is habitual. Habitual actions can also become daily actions. Look at these examples. John goes to church every Sunday. Not every day, every Sunday. Habitual. She drinks Horlicks every day. It can also be taken as daily actions. Third one, general truths. We use simple present tense to express general truths like 2 and 2 makes 4. Milk is white in color. Blood is red in color. So such are the general truths where we use simple present tense. Next, fourth one, universal truths. We know very well the sun rises in the east. Look at these examples. The sun rises in the east. Stars shine in the sky. The earth revolves around the sun. Fifth one, scheduled or planned actions. You might have seen most of the scheduled action like you might hear at airports, railway stations, bus stops, etc. The announcement what they make is always in simple present because it is scheduled. In the same way, planned actions must also be expressed in simple present. Look at these examples. The train starts at 7:30 hours. Starts. Our CM visits Delhi tomorrow. Visits. Planned action. The match starts at 8 o'clock. Starts. Scheduled action. Now let's see the seventh one. Proverbs. Any proverb you take, it will be always in simple present tense, isn't it? For example, honesty is the best policy. Practice makes man perfect. A stitch in time saves 9. Now let's see seventh uses. In exclamatory sentences, when they begin with here and there, we generally use simple present tense. For example, here comes the bus. There she goes. There you are. Exclamatory sentences. Now let's see eighth uses. In if class, condition 1 or open condition, we use simple present tense. For example, if she studies well, she will get good marks. If I have time, I shall help you. Now let's see ninth uses. To introduce quotations, not only in quotations, even to introduce quotations also, we use simple present tense only. For example, Kate says, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. Says. Dream and dedication are a powerful combination. Says William Longwood. Shakespeare says, the course of true love never runs smooth. Now let's see our 10th uses. For newspaper headings. You might have seen newspaper and you might see the headings. Even though they are completed, they will be in simple present. Even though they may take place in the future, they will be in simple present. Yes, because that's the rule. Look at these examples. ISRO launches satellite into the space. Already launched, but the newspaper heading reads so. India wins the World Cup. Already won, but it's a heading. Chief Secretary retires. Already retired. Now let's see our 11th uses. In cricket or any sports or games, you might have heard commentary, right? You might observe, or if you haven't, do observe now. The commentary generally will be in simple present. Like Sachin Tendulkar takes a 4 with his energetic blast. Already he took, but the commentator says in simple present. Another example. Dhoni hits the ball, it crosses the boundary line and it gets 4 runs. Ball was hit. It crossed the boundary line and it got 4 runs. Only then they know. But it will be mentioned in simple present tense. Now let's see 12th uses. When we are giving directions or instructions, we use only simple present tense. For example, go straight for 100 meters, take left and turn right, get into railway station. We never use past or future tense. Do follow the rules. Do follow the rules. Simple present instruction. Next, for demonstrations, we use simple present. You might have heard number of demonstrations in your laboratory when you were doing chemistry practicals or physics practicals, whatever the practicals are. Your lecturer or the instructor might have instructed you, also might have demonstrated only in simple present. Like, take a glass of water, pour it into a container, stir it with a teaspoonful of salt. So, let's see our 14th uses. Informal correspondence. Whenever we formally correspond, either in mail or in a written letter or orally too, sometimes oral correspondence, we generally use simple present tense. For example, I look forward to see you. I herewith enclose my check for 5,000 rupees. Now let's see our 15th uses. We use simple present tense to express some mental or emotional states. When I talk about mental, it doesn't mean psychic, it is emotional. Right? Look at these examples. I like this wine very much. I like this song. I believe you. I agree with you. Now let's see our 16th and last uses. We use simple present tense in complex sentence with simple future. When two actions are going to take place in future, we do not write both the actions in both the clauses in simple future. One clause, that is main clause, will be written in simple future, whereas the subordinate clause or dependent clause should be written in simple present, like this. I will kill anybody who comes nearer to me. I will phone you when I reach home. So guys, these are the 16 usages of simple present tense. Do go through them meticulously because they will be very much useful in your day-to-day communication as well as for your exams. Now, I'm going to give you very important clue words or time indicators for simple present tense. Look at this. Usually, generally, always, frequently, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, every day, week, month, year, seldom, often, never, occasionally, every second, every minute, every hour, every Sunday, commonly, normally, casually, now and then, regularly, etc. are the time indicators of simple present tense. Now let's move on to the second form, present continuous. So what is this present continuous? As I told you, continuous means action is going on. Then what is this present continuous? Action going on at present, especially at the time of speaking. I am speaking, you are listening. So when it is happening? Now, at the time of speaking. Then we use present continuous tense. Now let us see the formulae. Subject plus is, am, are plus V4, that is present participle, or V1 plus ing form, plus object. It is for positive or affirmative form. Negative form, subject plus is, am, are plus not plus V4 plus object. Interrogative form, is, am, are plus subject plus V4 plus object plus question mark. For example, she is singing. Negative. She is not singing. Interrogative. Is she singing? Now, let's see the uses of present continuous tense. First one. We use present continuous tense to express actions which are taking place at the time of speaking. Yes, for example, they are watching television now. She is cooking food. He is running. I'm reading newspaper at present. Listen, somebody is crying. Don't make a noise. Class is going on. Now, let's see second usage. To express actions which are going on but not at present, temporarily at some point of time. For example, when you say, I am watching this series, so and so series on Netflix or whatever you're on, it doesn't mean that you're watching now. It means you're watching at free time temporarily. But action not completed, action not started now, action started sometime. It's not going on at present, but going on at some point of time temporarily. Look at these examples. I'm reading The Fountainhead. It doesn't mean I'm reading at this moment. He's going through my experiments with truth. Now let's see the third uses. Near future actions. What are near future actions? Anything which is near to the present is near future. Suppose if the time is 10 a.m. Now 12 p.m. is it near or far? Near to present. So 12 p.m. becomes near future. Even as it is night, tomorrow morning becomes near future. So to express near future actions, we use present continuous. Look at these examples. I'm going to film tonight. My uncle is arriving tomorrow. Now let's see our fourth uses. We use present continuous to express actions which are taking place continuously. That is, repeated actions for short span or short period of time. For example, the boy is hitting the dog repeatedly. I'm traveling a lot these days. You are driving very fast in recent days. Now let's see our fifth uses. We use present continuous tense to express developments or changes. Yes, when there is a development, either increasing or decreasing, whatever it is, there is a development, change, then we should write that in present continuous. For example, house prices are going up again. Petrol prices are increasing steadily these days. The child is getting bigger and bigger every day. Changes and developments. Now, there are some exceptions for this present continuous. We cannot use every verb to express continuous action. When I mean every verb, that means there are some verbs which cannot be expressed in continuous tense. What are those? There are 5 types of verbs which cannot be written in present continuous or past continuous or future continuous, any continuous tense with the same sense. They are 1. Verbs of perception, how you perceive. I'll give the list of examples. 2. Verbs of appearance, how it appears. 3. Verbs of emotion. 4. Verbs of thought process. 5. Verbs of possession. Look at these verbs. Verbs of perception like see, hear, smell, notice. Verbs of appearance like appear, look, seem. Verbs of emotion want, wish, desire, feel, like, love, hate, hope, refuse, prefer. Verbs of thought process think, suppose, believe, agree, consider, trust, remember, forget, know, understand, imagine, mean, mind, etc. Verbs of possession have, possess, own, belong to, contain, consists of, be, except when used in passive voice. Cannot be used in continuous tense. Look at these examples. These grapes are tasting sour. Wrong. These grapes taste sour. They are having a car. No. They have a car. I'm thinking you're wrong. Wrong. I think you're wrong. She is looking like a film star. Wrong. She looks like a film star. He is seeming sad. Wrong. He seems sad. There are some exceptions for that exception. Yes. There are some verbs which we can use in continuous tense from that list of verbs. Yes, exactly. That happens only with the change of meaning. I told you, with the same meaning you cannot use in continuous. But with a change in meaning, we can use in continuous tense. Look at these examples. She is tasting the soup to see if it needs more salt. Here, tasting in the sense testing the flavor of. I'm thinking of going to America. It doesn't mean you're thinking. It means considering the idea of. I'm having lunch. It doesn't mean owning. It means eating. Right, that's about present continuous. Hope you understand the 5 usages with exception in exception. Now, let's see the next form, present perfect tense. What is perfect? Remember this. Perfect means completed. Completed means you must use have forms. Have forms means they must be followed by V3, past participle. Perfect means completed, completed means have forms means V3. This you must have in your mind. So present perfect tense, that means actions which are completed at present, started in the past, continued in the past, ended just now in the present. Such actions are generally expressed in present perfect tense. Look at the formula. Subject plus has or have plus V3 plus object, positive or affirmative form. Subject plus has or have plus not plus V3 plus object, negative form. Has or have plus subject plus V3 plus object plus question mark, interrogative form. For example, they have played well. They have not played well. Have they played well? Now let's see the uses. First use is for actions which are completed just now. As I already told you, just completed actions. We use present perfect tense. Look at these examples. I have just posted the letter. We have finished the test just now. She has lived in Delhi for 10 years. Arun has come just now. I have undergone treatment for high fever for 2 weeks. Now let's see the second uses. Actions already completed, but they are making news at present. Such actions also must be expressed in present perfect tense. Look at these examples. Sachin Tendulkar has scored a century. Raju has won the race. The number of unemployed has reached 20 million in India. The rupee has fallen against the dollar. Now let's see the third uses. We use present perfect tense to express such actions which are already completed but they have some connection with present. Yes. For example, I have prepared well for the exam. I have already submitted my application. I cannot go to Tirupati because I have broken my leg. Raju cannot walk as he has hurt his leg. Now let's see the fourth uses. Actions done for the first time or second time in your life. Those actions also are expressed in present perfect tense. Look at these examples. I have driven the car for the first time. This is the first time Tarun has boarded the flight. We have visited London for the first time. This is only the second circus I have ever seen. Now let's see the fifth uses. We use present perfect tense to express the actions which already took place in the past, but there is no time mentioned. right? No time indicator in the sentence. For example, I have seen Marina Beach in Chennai. Rajesh has visited many countries. Aruna has never gone out of our village. So they do not express particular time. There is no time indicator. Now let's see sixth uses. We use present perfect tense with the time indicators are the words like so far, before, since, for, recently, etc. Look at these examples. Have you met me before? So far, he has written 20 novels. Recently, I have visited book festival. He has worked with Infosys for 3 years. I have written 6 letters since this morning. I have seen this film before. Now let's see the seventh and last usage. We use present perfect tense to express interrogative sentences with the ever and negative and interrogative sentences with at. Yes, look at these examples. Have you ever met me? Interrogative with ever. Have you ever seen a white elephant? Interrogative with ever. I have not yet completed the homework. Negative with at. Has the postman come yet? Interrogative with at. Now let's see the fourth form, present perfect continuous. Continuous means action going on. Perfect means completed. Present perfect continuous means completed going on or going on completed. No sense. So let me talk about the difference between continuous and perfect continuous. You are listening to the class. When? Now. How long do you listen? Until it ends, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or maybe 40 minutes or 1 hour to the max. Will you keep on listening? No. Right? So that is continuous. Action going on for short period of time. You have been learning English. When did you start learning? Childhood. Is it completed? Going on. When it completes? Sometime in the future. We are not sure of. So you have been learning English since your childhood. Action started going on for a long period of time and we do not know when it ends. It ends sometime in the future. That is present perfect continuous. I hope it is clear the difference between present continuous and present perfect continuous. Present continuous expresses the action which is going on for short period of time, especially at the time of speaking. Whereas present perfect continuous talks about actions which have been going on for a long period of time. Short time, continuous. Long time, perfect continuous. Right? Now, look at this formula. Subject plus has or have plus been plus before plus object, positive or affirmative form. Subject plus has or have plus not plus been plus before plus object, negative form. Has or have plus subject plus been plus before plus object plus question mark, interrogative form. Examples: they have been playing since 2 o'clock. He has not been listening to music. Has she been singing a song? Now let's see the uses. Only one usage for present perfect continuous. Talks about actions started in the past, continuing in the present and ends somewhere in the future. We are not sure when it ends. Look at these examples. I have been working with Infosys since 2010. He has been playing cricket for the past 4 years. I have been working for 10 hours. It has been raining since 10 a.m. How long have you been waiting for her? So guys, that's about present tense, but I would like to know how well you have understood this present tense. For that, I'm going to check your knowledge. Yes, literally, through this exercise. I'm going to give the exercise here. I'm going to give some list of questions with options. Do let me know what are your answers by commenting down below. So, look at this. The earth dash round the sun. She dash worried about something. He dash a mill in his town. I dash him for a long time. This paper dash twice weekly. Raju dash to be a doctor. Look, The sun dash over the hill. I dash a lot of work today. It dash since early morning. Mother dash Cerelac to the baby every day. The baby dash all morning. He dash TV most evenings. So do fill them and let me know through your comments, and I'll be discussing the answers too. And before signing off, I'm going to give one more exercise because it is tenses, so you have to practice more. So I'm giving you here this chart, the tabular form. You have to fill this. So try to practice with more such sentences. That will be useful for you. So that's about our today's video, and that's about present tense. So we'll be discussing past tense in our next video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and enlightened a little. So do let me know how you have understood. I can understand with your answers. So I'll be waiting for your answers. And I'll be seeing you in the next video. Do not forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and do share with your friends. So till then, have a nice time.